Jesus went to Calvary to save a wretch like you and me. They hung him high, they stretched him wide, he hung his head, for me he died. But that's not how the story ends, because 3 days later, he rose again. This is CJ, C-E-E-J-A-Y, and this is your spiritual sports segment with a hip-hop twist for the playoffs in the NBA on CJSports.com as I sprinkle a little spirituality in your sports. Let's do this. The playoffs tipped off yesterday with 4 games on tap as the Brooklyn Nets were trying to avoid going down 3-1 in the series as they hosted the Philadelphia 76ers. And this time, Joel Embiid suited up since sitting down the last game with Uncle Tendinitis in his left knee. But I digress as things got a little chippy in the third. Embiid was assessed a flagrant 1 for his elbow on Jared Allen. Now, Jared Dudley took exception to that and bumped Embiid, and Jimmy Butler took exception to that and pushed Dudley. Then Dudley, Ben Simmons, and referee Ed Malloy all ended in the seats, and Butler and Dudley were tossed. Whew. Now, back to the game as the Nets kept it close until the fourth and were outscored by 10 as Embiid played outside his mind with 31 points, 16 glass-grabbing rebounds, 7 assists, and 6 blocks as the 76ers escaped with the 112-108 win to take a commanding 3-1 series lead. Now we travel to the big state of Texas as the San Antonio Spurs battled against the Denver Nuggets as the Nuggets coach Mike Malone switched his lineup and started small forward Torrey Craig, who played in the G League almost a year and a half ago, and he did not disappoint by notching 18 points. But the game was knotted up at 54 at the half, and the Nuggets put the pedal to the metal in the third and wouldn't look back as they tied the series 2-2 by cruising to a 117-103 win behind 29 points from Nikola Jokic and 24 from Jamal Murray as the Nuggets end a 14-game losing streak in San Antonio. Side note, Spurs' DeMar DeRozan was ejected in the fourth with 5 minutes remaining in the game as he threw a ball toward the direction of ref Scott Foster as he was frustrated with the offensive foul call. On to the Motor City as the Milwaukee Bucks were looking to pull the Detroit Pistons plug to take an imposing 3-0 series lead. The Bucks basically picked up where they left off in Game 3 and really had no problems with the Pistons, who truly don't have enough firepower, and the Bucks took a nice casual stroll in downtown Detroit to take the 119-103 win as the Bucks had 7 players in double figures and sent the Pistons to a record-tying 13 consecutive playoff losses. Ouch. And finally, the last game featured the Utah Jazz hosting the Houston Rockets as the Jazz were looking to keep their music playing and avoid the dark 0-3 hole. It appeared James Harden was trying to assist them as he missed his first 15 shots and the Jazz led by 5 at halftime. But the Jazz kind of ran out of notes on their sheet music as the Rockets had 6 players in double figures and Harden scored 14 in the fourth and finished with 22 points and 10 assists as the Rockets mustered past the Jazz 104-101 as they looked to close out the Jazz in Game 4. This sports segment is dedicated to Stephanie Y. Cole of Audio Oasis as she was selected to be one of the podcast speakers at the Mid-Atlantic Podcast Conference in September. Congratulations, Miss Stephanie. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am CJ Joseph, and tune in next time to CJ Sports where I will sprinkle a little spirituality in your sports. Be blessed, and remember, an empty grave is there to prove